99% of entrepreneurs say that burnout is the reason why their online business has not succeeded. And I, as an 18-year-old, I've spent hundreds of hours finding a way to make the painful work of online business easy, simple, and straightforward. And I came across this exact same problem. But I found a solution to it, which has allowed me to live guilt-free. I can spend time with my friends and family while actually making progress in business every single day, putting in the work every single day. And I finally believe that I can go far in online business while actually enjoying the entire journey. And so if you follow my 3-step plan to never getting burnout ever again, which I'm about to teach in this video, I guarantee that you will be able to achieve what I've been able to achieve. So pay attention to what I'm about to teach you. Make this video full screen. Don't look at the comments or at the sidebar, and just get somewhere to take notes, because what I'm about to teach you is actually going to save you a heck ton of time from going down the wrong path. My name is Mohammed Yad, and I am going to change your life. I remember getting absolutely burnt out in my initial days of online business. I was literally just sending hundreds and hundreds of messages, following up with people, and then, trying to connect with people, networking. And I was just doing these tasks, but except I wasn't growing. Like, I saw my bad habits just keep coming back, and I was not making progress because I was slacking off and I was getting distracted again and again and again. And after 2 to 3 months of this, I felt the burnt out, right? I felt the burnout. I felt myself not being able to just work, because I thought that nothing was working, so I didn't want to do it anymore. I was just felt tired, right? I felt tired and I felt like an absolute piece of shit. But I knew that if this kept happening, right? If this kept on going, if I always just started getting burned out, I knew that my future self, right? He'd always stay in his stinky bed, always drowning in dopamine, in these Instagram reels, YouTube videos, and Netflix, just jerking off, never actually achieving anything in his life. I just saw myself doing that. And that would ultimately lead me to depression, hating myself and hating my family and everything. And this will be you, right? Because if you do not change, if you do not find the method and develop the method to overcoming burnout, you will get depressed. You will start living a life that you hate, absolutely hate. And you can't do that to yourself, man. You just can't do that. But I changed, right? I changed, and I found a way to stop getting burnout all the time, to actually enjoy business, to actually enjoy life. I found a way to avoid getting sick of putting in the work. And I started improving myself. I literally started getting, feedback and improving instantly. And I felt that, right? I saw the progress. And so in order to be able to do this, the first step is to understand that burnout is not real. I know some guy literally just right now is gonna say like, "What the fuck, bro? You just said you had burnt out. You said you were burnt out, and you're talking about this, but now you're saying burnout is not real." Yeah, absolutely. I just said that. Believe me, because you see, I meant that I thought I was being burned out. That was not actually the case. What was happening was I just wasn't listening to myself. I wasn't doing the things that I actually wanted in my life. And now I just do what I want in life, right? I wake up and I do what I want. And I'm not talking about those urges you get. Like, in case you're wondering, oh yeah, I, I want to stay at, I want to stay like children. No, that's fucked up. I wanna, I wanna watch a Mr. Beast video. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what do you actually want. I'm not talking about urges. These things are different, right? Urges is just dopamine kind of traps. dopamine traps that are, it's like you're addicted to chocolate, right? But why are you addicted to chocolate? It's because it gives you this sort of dopamine burst. That's why you keep going back. But you don't actually want chocolate. What you want is fulfillment, happiness, being able to help someone and feel proud of it. That's what you truly want. And so once I started doing the things that I want, I literally now I wake up and I do what I want. I wake up and I just go outside and I look at the sun. I wake up and, I pray. First thing in the morning, I pray. I do what I want. Sure, I have a morning routine, but it's not, it's not like A, then B, then C, then D. It could be C, A, B, D, or it could be D, A, B, C. You get the point, right? Could be any order because I do it in the order I want to do. That's literally how you should be doing things in life. And I was just doing the tasks. You see, I was doing these tasks that I hated, right? And I felt like a machine with bad programming. But the harsh truth is, most people give up because they do the things that they hate. They tell themselves, they kind of delude themselves that, oh, if I, if I keep doing the hard work for 5 to 6 years, I hate cleaning the toilets, but if I keep cleaning toilets for 6 months, I'm going to be rich. Except, no, they just end up ruining their mental health and they end up kind of ruining their life because they absolutely hate doing that. And so, literally, what I'm really trying to say, right? If you have to work, right? If you like have to work, but that work will actually align with fulfillment. That work will actually align to kind of you make feeling proud of yourself. It's kind of like, delaying your happiness, except you're actually delaying your happiness. You're not deluding your happiness. The guy who washes toilets, right? And he tells himself that 6 months later, I'm going to be rich. He's deluding himself with success. The guy who's like, I'm going to work on my business every single day. And I hate doing cold DMs, but I'm going to do them every single day. When he does those DMs, every single day, he knows he actually progressed. He learned something. He developed a skill of persuasion. He developed a skill of discipline. And that will lead him to success. You get what I mean? It's literally as simple as that. And, people keep saying that. And people keep saying that, do the things that you hate. Keep doing the things that you hate and just fucking lock in and grind and you'll win. Yeah, sure, you'll win maybe, but it'll be like a temporary one-time win. But listen to yourself, man. Like, listen to yourself first. Listen to what you actually want to do. Because all of these people, they've been giving you these advices that haven't actually worked for you. Have they? Because if they were working for you, then I don't think you'd even be watching this video. You wouldn't be burnt out. You wouldn't be, having these sort of burnt out feelings. Ignore these people. Listen to me. Because I am in the position that you want to be in. I don't get burned out anymore. So the second step is to understand where your limits are, right? So when you're sitting in a car, right? Imagine you want to go somewhere, but you don't exactly know where that, you know the name of the location, but you don't know the path. But you sit in your car and you turn on the GPS. And this is a funny story, right? Because like I was talking to to an old man. He's like, I think he's in his 40s or something. He's near his 50. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But yeah, like 40 to 50s in that kind of range. I was talking to him and I was telling him all of this stuff that, oh yeah, well, I don't know, man. I don't know where to go with this business and stuff. And, I just don't know. Nothing is working and I can't improve myself. And because I can't improve myself, I can't do business, blah, blah, blah. And you know what he told me first thing? He said, Muhammad, when you want to go somewhere, You turn on the GPS. What's the first thing that you do? I said, I don't know. What do you do? He says the first thing that you do to create a path to your location, to your destination, is to turn on your current location. You open the kind of phone above bar and you switch on, turn my location on. The first thing you do is understand where exactly you are in the map so that the GPS can do all of its stuff, all of its fancy um, analysis and stuff, and it creates a path for you from your current destination to your location. And that hit me, man. I was like, bro, life changing, man, life changing. But yeah, whatever. So you need to have an understanding of where you are exactly right now, where you currently stand. And so an easy, simple way to do this, like action step, just sit down, start a timer, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, work, and then observe yourself. Observe how much you can work, how long can you work, and like just kind of observe how intensely and how much time you're spending towards work. And once you start getting distracted, right? Once you start getting distracted, once you have these kind of thoughts where you're like, I don't want to work anymore. I'm just going to open a new tab. Note that down, right? Just write it down. This is your burnout line. This is where you currently stand, right? Because your burnout line could be like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wherever it is, that is where it is. Like, 30 minutes of work. I get distracted after 30 minutes. That's your burnout line. The best performance is in the first 10 minutes. That's your burnout line. Just literally, just analyze that and you'll understand exactly where you stand right now. Okay. Amazing. And and slowly and steadily, right? Just the third step to overcoming burnout is to increase this sort of burnout line. So this kind of aligns with the second step. I've done the first step. What was the first step? The first step is to understand that burnout is not real, but we're calling it burnout line because, you need to have a terminology just so you can give it a name. The second step is understanding where you are right now. Where is your current location on the map? And third step is to increase this burnout line, right? You know where you are, you know where your burnout line is, you know how much you can work, how long you can work. Now, the third step is to little by little, very slowly just increase this kind of burnout line. And so the basic rule of thumb is that you must always hang around, like literally just below the burnout line. Because if it's at level 3, you should be at level 2.8 or 2.7. Because if you hit 3, you're going to experience burnout. You're going to stop working and stuff. But if you go above the burnout line, it's going to be exhausting, absolutely fucking exhausting. But if you always stay under, like just near the burnout line, slowly what's going to happen is that your resistance is going to develop and your mental toughness is going to develop. And when that happens, you just keep going above. Your burnout level keeps increasing and increasing. And just do this for some time and you'll increase your burnout line. Like, just sit down. You've written where your burnout line is, right? This is how long I can work. This is the amount of time I can work for. This is how much intensity I can work with. Next thing, what you do is you set a goal. Okay, I'm going to work this exact same amount every single day. When you keep doing that and you get comfortable with it, you increase it a bit. Okay, I can work for 30 minutes every single day now. Now I'm going to work for 45 minutes every single day. You do that. Little by little, you just increase. And literally, just slowly and steadily keep doing this till you max out your line, till you just reach where you want it, where you're comfortable with. So let's like 4 hours. 4 hours is pretty good for any entrepreneur. Just 4 hours of working and you're like, oh yeah, okay, this is good. This is amazing. And I help entrepreneurs develop this sort of high performance system in their life so that they can rewire their brains and rewire their literal lifestyle. Right? I help them do that. So that they can literally just execute instantly and build their online empires. in my coaching program, which is linked in the description. So if you're interested, book a call with me. But yeah, step number 4 is to have things to keep in mind, right? Like just these are a list of things that you should really be keeping in mind. Additional kind of, you can take this as additional kind of advice, yeah, bonus advice. So as you do this, as you follow the steps that I've told you in this video, you're gonna have a lot of obstacles because the thing is, this is what I call inhibition. We're trying to remove the bad things from your life as you keep going forward, right? Because you've been running in this race, but you've actually had a disadvantage. You see how there's another guy in the exact same situation as you, except he's never watched porn in his life, except he's never wasted time in his life ever. Like maybe one or maybe he wastes an hour of his time a day. You do that more. You waste more time. It's as simple as that. So this guy has always had an advantage. He's always been at the starting line, but you've always had a disadvantage because you've had these bad habits like porn, video games, procrastination, bad mental health, not working out, bad diet, bad sleep, etc., etc. And you've always had all of this sort of disadvantages, right? You know this, you know what I'm talking about. You've had a disadvantage, and so you've been running, except you're not even at the starting line. And what you want to be doing is, as you keep moving forward, you want to start removing these things one at a time. Quit sugar once for a month, then you quit video games for a month, then you quit social media for a month. One by one, you remove these things, and you slowly start going to the starting line. You slowly start reaching the start line of the race. Because these are the things that harm you, right? Like lack of discipline comes from bad diet, bad sleep, bad mental health, bad exercise, bad morning routines. So many things that you can fix it. So many things. Like you just need to get 1% better every day by not doing bad habit one day, right? I could give you hundreds of analogies for this, but it's simple to understand in the best way, which is the reality. And if you get 1% better every single day, you're going to be 37 times better by the end of the year. And what 1% better means every single day is that this one day you do more work. This one day you don't get distracted. Or you get distracted less. But the next day you get distracted even less. And the third day you're not distracted anymore. You just don't say no to distractions. That's 1% improvement every single day. Now, see, the thing is, business is 80% mindset and 20% of actual work. So literally just focus on living like an actual human being and see how long you can work. And so if you can fix these things, right, you're already ahead of 95% of people. So get more sleep, eat better, get exercise, and burnout is going to disappear. And so once you start doing these things, right, you're going to have so much more success. Like you're going to feel like a champion because you can actually put in the work that you always wanted to. You'll have this sort of power over your life. You'll have control over your life. And that's going to make you feel so damn good. And you will become this sort of godly version of yourself who's addicted to success, who's addicted to this lifestyle that you've been living, right? Where you're pushing your limits, where you're pushing your burnout line, and you're really truly trying hard. And that's gonna be attractive to girls as well. The girls they will start seeing you in a different light. Like, trust me, when you do this stuff, so once you start doing this, right, life is going to be so much more different. You're going to start feeling like a champion because you actually have control over your life. You're going to have this sense of power that you never had, and so much control over your life that you're going to feel like a champion. And you'll start becoming this sort of godly version of yourself, and you'll get addicted. It's going to be like addiction, a drug. This sort of success, this taste of success to you. And you're going to love it. You're going to fall in love with this. And girls are going to start finding this attractive because finally have a mission. You're always just pushing your limits every single day. You're getting 1% better every single day, and girls are going to find that attractive as well. And you will feel monumentally proud of yourself. And like each day when you go to sleep, it'll be amazing because you know you gave your 100% that day. And I'll always be here for you, right? I'll always be here teaching you how to fall in love with process, how to become this sort of man who can actually put in the work and just grind and lock in while actually having fun. And, it has kind of become this sort of mission of mine. And it's a small channel. I know that, my channel doesn't stand anywhere over this ocean of channels, over the oceans of the, YouTube space. But I know that you are right now at the start of a revolution. We are going to change the world because it has become my mission to change lives, right? Find other entrepreneurs like me and change their lives by helping them, by showing them how fun and easy the grind can be, how fun and easy it can be to actually systemize your life, to make processes easy in your life. And you've seen the video. You know that it feels different. This kind of vibe from this video, it feels different. And that's because I'm telling you shit that no one tells you. Like literally, no, you've seen so many videos, but this video feels different somehow. Because I'm telling you things, I'm telling you advice, I'm leaking myself. I'm telling you things that actually work, that have worked for me. Like, I'm taking my skin, I'm showing you everything. And so I help entrepreneurs create a high performance system in their lives so that they can rewire their minds, they can rewire their lives to be able to just execute, to be able to build businesses in their life while actually having fun the entire time. So if you're interested in that, then book a call. Like it's literally going to change your life. I know my videos already change lives, but I also change lives in my program. And I'm going to show you exactly from 0 to 100 how to become this sort of man. And so if you're interested, yeah, literally just give it a try. You're going to love it. But yeah, if you like the video, then just give me some feedback where I can improve. Tell me, tell me anything that you didn't like about the video. Maybe you think that I could improve the words, and we're gonna get that into. We're gonna make that happen. And so yeah, if you like the video, just leave a like, a comment, maybe subscribe, and see you next time.